Yo, what's going down, Commanders? I thought I haven't done one of these videos for a while, and reposting the old ones is kind of not going to get me anywhere. So I thought I'd do an update video on this, and this is me explaining why I upgrade what I do upgrade and the reasons why. And there's a few things you need to look at personally, and what you need to look at is whether you play a lot of PvP. If you don't play a lot of PvP is where you'll make your choice. But basically the way I go about it is with the newest units. See, there's not a lot really that we have to upgrade. If you look at the grand scheme of things, these are all done by tokens. Each token will get you a level, or every 2 tokens will get you a level. So you only need to collect the tokens to get these leveled up. And it's basically the same as the standard units you get with the heroes, all of these. I take them to 10 on the events that we get them. So throughout that event, I'll use the upgrade logistics. I don't burn the upgrade logistics quickly during that event. I do it with time as well. So if it's 12 hours, I let the 12 hours run rather than burn off a 24-hour upgrade logistic. And I'll take these to 10. And the same with the Moonskaters, Bombards, Pilums, any standard unit that we get. What I mean by standard is you get a hero and then you get a standard unit to go with a hero. This time we're going to get the Kodiak standard unit called the Pioneer. And I'm going to do exactly the same thing with these. I'm going to put them to 10 during the event we get them. And then after the event we get them, I'm going to do it every time I can get tokens. And I burn the tokens after that. Once I've got them to 10, that's when I can put free text on them. I'm happy with the units. They generally, as a rule, they're good enough to go after level 10. And anything over that is a bonus. So I will burn the tokens. So if it needs 7 days, 3 hours, I'll burn 8 24-hour ones because it doesn't matter to me at that point. So the reason why I do this, and I stop upgrading these after it's easier if I go to the vehicle ones. I will stop upgrading these after I've used them tokens, unless it's a very, very important unit. It's very good in base, or it's very good at attacking. I will then carry on with it. But you can normally tell whether a unit's going to be getting good just by looking at the stats that kixeye give us. I basically go back to these guys. I don't like the Mantis. I'm not going to sit here and pretend I do, but I understand I'm going to get it to at least Elite 11 for now. And then I'm probably going to go back over to the Specula or Spatula, as I like to call it. And I'm going to upgrade this. The reason being is you get 10,000 health per level on this, and nearly 1,000 DPS per level. So I'm going back to that. It's very viable in PvP still. Once that wanes, once that unit becomes non-relevant, I won't continue upgrading it unless I've got nothing else to do in me tech center, in my academy. I won't continue upgrading something once it's dated. So once it's dated and the phase of it being viable in the game is over, that's when I'll stop. But as a rule, if you look at most of my stuff, it is maxed. And I'm not going to sit here and pretend I don't coin on certain units. What I'm saying is it's very limited coin. So for instance, say I'm going to bed and in 3 hours, I've got this unit's done in 3 hours. I know it's 2 days for 23 hours, but let's pretend for pretend's sake that this is done in 3 hours. I'm going to bed right now, and I don't want to waste the night of an upgrade. So basically, I'll spend the 2, 5, 10 coin, and I will do that 3 hour upgrade. And then I'll start the upgrade again. So it's working in my favour rather than against me. As a rule, most of my coin goes on PvP. I don't very rarely again do I spend on buildings. It's the same principle I'd use with buildings. If it's a couple of hours and I'm going to bed or I'm going to work or I've got to go out, whatever happens, and I know I'm going to be out for the best part of the day or best part of the night, I will do that couple of coins just to get that done, and then I can start the next upgrade. So the basics I'm trying to get at is don't panic with these standard units. Honestly, guys, you can get normally at level 10 plus, whatever I show you on video, even if I got the unit at level 20, unless there's a special talent that they get at level 20, 9 times out of 10 you can do with lower levels. And that was proven last event in a skirmish when I used, what did I use? I used the Orbiters. And I had them, to start with, I had them at level 16. I got them to level 18 throughout the event. But people were using them at level 10, exactly the same way as I was using them. Or they was using them at level 13, exactly the same. They was taking a little bit more damage. But that's what you expect. If you've got lesser leveled up units, you're going to get that little bit more damage. It isn't a drastic amount. It was minutes. Literally minutes difference in the damage that they was taking compared to what I was getting. So don't panic too much with these. I do want to get these. I've kind of forgot about the Moonscaters, if I'm honest. I think my brain thought they were level 20 and I stopped buying the logistics for them. And I just noticed this event that they wasn't. And it's the same with the Pillions. I've give up with the Pillions. I'm not a fan of the Pillions, and they're still at level 17. Both of these two should be maxed by now, and that's on me for not getting the tokens to do them. And as I say, always look at things. If you're not doing too much PvP, look at the units that are helping you in PvE. Spatula's good in PvE. Meteor Storm's good in PvP. Dr. 8 is good, but he's a token unit, so you don't need to worry too much about him. Very similar over here. Abyss is still quite a good unit in PvE. The Warrior, until we get tech for that, I don't know what way kixeye are going to go with this. It's kind of like one of them units they've give up on already, straight out the fucking traps. It's one of them things where kixeye, they fix something that's 5 years old, but they won't improve on a unit that everyone's saying isn't a very good unit at this point. But I will keep doing it. I will keep upgrading it on the off chance that it becomes decent. And again, it's just don't panic about your base units. Your missionaries were very good because at level 20 you got that turncoat ability, but even them now are waning as far as the game goes. So yeah, I think the advice is look at things. Always look at the videos, even if it's not my videos. Look at everyone's videos that creates videos for this game, and see what they're using, and that way you can improve your style of play as well as continue playing the game. The upgrades are not a problem in this game. I don't know, I don't get why people are so frustrated with it. It's always been this way. In fact, it was worse. If you go back 5 years ago, elite units was 7 days and Omegas were 10 days, and there was 20 levels on the Omega units. They went up to 40. kixeye reduced that down. So the actual upgrade times have been lesser than what they were five years ago, or even longer. So always look at things in a standard way. If it suits your style, like for instance, let me finish what I was going to say. If it suits your style of play, upgrade it. So the bombards, long range. If that's how you like to play, slow, mythology, tactically, where you're picking off this, you're picking off that, you might have to use something to come in and just take that out so you continue on with the bombards and their foxhound. Level them up. I'm not telling you not to level them up. I'm saying how you play is how you level up things. But you always take the risk of you losing out on something that's going to be as good as these units along this top row. Same here. The Abyss, I wouldn't say the Warrior is any good, and it's the same with the aircrafts. You know, me Malachi's max, everything's nearly maxed, and I don't spend great amounts of coin, massive amounts of coin in the game. I buy a little bit of coin. I normally go out doing PvP. That's designated for PvP. That costs me 20 coins. Or if I go mad with PvP, that's 100 coins for 6 hours, one night's worth of play. That's how quickly coin can go during PvP. That's for the boosts. PvP repairs are completely different. You break the tune down, you can get them done for free repair, most of your PvP units with a tiny little bit of time in between, and you're getting free repair. I don't expect that to carry through. I think when kixeye touch up PvP like they keep saying they're going to, I think they're going to absolutely fuck us, and they're going to make sure that we're spending big money in PvP after that. Because the way the company's going, you can just see that they're just getting greedier and greedier with their values of their units that maybe last. Well, the bombards, in my opinion, lasted one event, and after that they were no good. You might get a good use out of them in skirmish, skirmish. Once their turn comes for the skirmish mission events, but yeah. Always look at things in a broader picture. Don't panic about it. If there's a unit that you just don't fucking use, don't upgrade the fucking thing. You know, get it to level 10, see how it works, see the mechanics of the unit. If it don't suit your style of play, stop upgrading it. Move on to something that will improve your style of play. That's how I've always worked, is if something doesn't suit my style of play, I won't do it. I won't level it up. I'll move on. I will level it up if there's nothing else in the buildings that I'm leveling it up with. But other than that, I just won't refuse to level up shit that I don't use. Anyway, I'll leave it there, guys. I thought I'd more of a ramble than a rant, trying to suggest ways how I can stay relevant in the game without breaking the bank. And I know, look, you want 5 coins, you're spending coins. Someone's got to spend coins on this game, because otherwise the doors would have been shut years ago. You know, they have got bills to pay, even though it says it's a free game. Or it's as free as you want it to be, basically. The game is as free as you want it to be. If you want to spend a little bit of coin, that's your choice. I do spend a little bit of coin, and I will continue to do so because I enjoy PvP. Anyway, take care, guys. I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.